Yeah. Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Al Shai Barakatham to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alatham Shemi Al Shai to all my sisters. All right, this is the I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis class, and we're about to get into a very great topic, which is oppression. I want to bring out a few things about the oppression from back then to now, concerning Donald Trump and the NFL players and the whole American flag and the national anthem, which all ties into today's age of society, because Black people are starting to see what's going on when it comes to Donald Trump and his racism. He's waking Black people up. All right. He has a position and he's holding down his position very well. And as Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, we have to hold our position down well as well. All right. That makes sense. First scripture we're going to go into is Ecclesiastes 4:1. All right. Get that, Kodash.
Come. Ecclesiastes 4:1.
Mm-hmm.
So I returned and considered all the oppression that are done under the sun.
Stop right there. The book of Ecclesiastes is written by King Solomon. King Solomon said this. Read it one more time so we know who's speaking.
So I returned and considered all the oppression that are done under the sun.
I have returned and considered meaning I have thought and seen all the oppressions that are done in the earth. Keep going.
And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed.
For the tears of such who were oppressed. Who are those people that are oppressed in America today? Give me a general answer, but with a race behind it. Go ahead, Bakar. Negroes and who else?
Hispanics and Native Indians.
There you go. So Black, Hispanic, and Native American people are the ones who are oppressed, and they are the ones that are crying, sighing all the time. And where's the proof of that? That's in the news. When it came about with the hurricanes, what happened? It was a Black lady, a Black sister who was on Facebook, all over social media, got her video shared like hundreds and hundreds of times, and she was saying that we have called the news stations. News stations won't answer our calls and our prayers. You know what I mean? A news station has not gave us any food or water for days. See what I'm saying? They have starved those people on purpose. But then they come out later with footage trying to show that a white man, a firefighter, is saving Black children. Right. That's just a hoax to cover up what the lady was saying, what the sister was saying. And she was crying. She was showing the oppression that she was dealing with. All right? But as Black people with the oppression that we are in, we have to understand that we are part of the problem. That's why we catch the hail or the crossfire that these Edomites catch.
Right.
Them hurricanes was for, the enemy, because the white man is being torn up by the Most High. All right. For Black people who are tied up into that, you have to change your life. That's what's going to help you, and you won't be the one that's going to be oppressed. All right. In America. Keep reading that up.
And they had no comfort.
And they had no what?
No comfort.
They had no comfort, meaning they had no one to help them in their distress. You see what I'm saying? What's the parable about Lazarus when the dogs licks the wounds? Yeah, that's it. When you read Luke 16 and 19, when it talks about the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, all right, we are that homeless. We are that, so-called person who was at a low state, and that was Lazarus. And the dogs come and lick up our wounds, meaning they kill us. They don't help with our wounds. They make it worse for us. You see what I'm saying? The sores, the pain, the sorrow, the oppression that we go through. The white man takes part in that. Right. That's why Lazarus died the way that he did. And that's how Black, Hispanic, and Native American people die today, the same way. In distress and poverty. Oppression. Lazarus asked the rich man, can I get some bread like crumbs off your table? The rich man refused. I'm paraphrasing, of course. All right, keep going on that.
And on the side of their oppressors, there was power.
On the side of the oppressors, there were power. Who had the power? Does anybody know? In this context, who has the power over the oppressed? Go ahead.
The white man.
The white man. And what is the proof? What are some scriptures that you can think about when it comes to the white man having power over us? Go ahead, you can paraphrase it or say the actual scripture.
The world was given into the hands of the wicked.
Right. Job 9:24. What else? Go ahead.
One about he will fight with the sword. I mean, he will be given the sword.
Yeah, you paraphrasing it right. You're right. That is one. Can anybody think of another one that goes on to the topic, which is my next scripture? All right, go to this one. All right, go ahead.
I don't remember how it went exactly, but I think it was saying he would be the head and we would be the tail.
That's one of them. I'll say Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, is one that shows that the enemy has power over us. Another one is someone get 2nd Esdras 2 and 6. No, 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Somebody get that. Go ahead.
He will be he will weaken the nation.
No, that's a prophecy. Well, yes, I'll take that because that's Isaiah the 14th chapter, 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. No, give me 1 second. That's Isaiah the 14th chapter when it talks about the white man will be weakened because he has weakened the other nations. And they said, is this the man that has weakened all the nations and overtook and overthrew them? That's the white man falling. All right. And 2nd Esdras 6 and 9 falls into it as well. Give me 1 second. Go ahead.
You talking about Isaiah chapter 14?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 14. Yeah, those are scriptures to show that who had power on the side of the the people that are oppressed. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The one where he was like I can't never remember the verse in the book, but he was like he said when can I? He's like, we will come back and we will rebuild. He told God, we will rebuild the desolate places. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that's not falling into it, but you're close. But just go ahead and read that out. Unless you had a question.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was another one of those you could use as those who lead them into captivity?
Shall go into captivity. In a sense, yeah, I was thinking of that, but I didn't want to use that. That's in a different context, yeah. But 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Go ahead and read that loud and clear.
2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
For who?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the so-called Edomites. All right. Esau is the progenitor of the white race. All right. Esau is what?
The end of the world.
He is the ending of the world. So you reading that he's the ending of the world means what? Does anybody understand? Go ahead.
I wouldn't say he's the ending. He's the ending of all oppression. He's the ending of hurting people. And
there you go.
All that stuff won't be to an end.
There you go. And that means right now he has power in the earth.
Right.
On the side of the ones that's being oppressed. Keep going.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And Jacob, who is Jacob? Jacob is the progenitor of the Black, Hispanic, and Native American race. All right. The 12 tribes, which you can read in the book of Genesis. All right. That also proves that Jacob is the one next in line for authority or power. Christ, who is going to reign this earth, a Black man.
Right.
All right. That represents all the 12 tribes. All right. That shows that we are at the bottom right now based on what Esdras has said in the 6th chapter. All right. You can drop that out, close the book. Go ahead out. Unless you have something else to say, bring out. All right. Go ahead. Read it out.
Zechariah 11 and 5. Whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Now, this is something also that I will use as well. Zechariah 11 and 5. Because, we see from piggybacking off of Ecclesiastes 4 and 1, what King Solomon said, that, he has seen and considered the oppression that has been done to our people. And this is part of the oppression. Read it one more time from the top and tell me this is not happening today with police brutality or just unjust deaths in the prison system. as we just seen recently. I know you know what I'm talking about.
That's
We
right.
were just talking about it earlier. Go ahead.
Who oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Who's what?
Oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Now, cops or white, I'm gonna just be general with it, because I can give you different choices of white people who are proven that they don't get any consequence for killing black people.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But they get all the penalties when it's against their own race. You see what I'm saying? The white people get all the money for unjust deaths and things of that sort. Black people don't get nothing. They don't get back their sons or daughters. They don't get back their aunties or mothers and fathers. They don't get that back. White people have everything and they get everything. Who oppressors slay them not. Say it one more time.
Whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Yeah, as you may know, a cop is always getting paid leave. Why are they always getting paid leave? Because once you hear paid leave, just understand that they are not going to be penalized for what's about to happen.
Right.
They are not going to have any consequences for killing a man who is unarmed. And why is it that over thousands and thousands every year that, it's a black man who's unarmed? They just killed a deaf man who had a pipe in his hand. He's mad as hell. He's not out of his mind, but he's deaf. He can't hear anything. And the cops knew that they could not hear his command. The deaf person cannot hear the commands because the family said, don't shoot, he's deaf.
Right.
They said it how many times? 4 or 5 times before they shot the brother, and they did it anyway. And what happened to him? They got paid leave. That's what happened to him. And that shows you that these white people do not get penalized for anything that they do. And that's a problem for the black community, because they can kill all of us at any time. At a click of a button. They can kill us at any given time if they wanted to. And they could just do it freely and get paid. You know how much money you get paid for killing a black person? Does anybody know? Because this a check. Besides the paid leave, it's a check. Go ahead.
Said 2,000.
There you go. Someone's been paying attention. You get a cop gets paid around 2,000 usually for killing a black man. You got to feed the family, so I don't mind taking a few lives, because my life is in danger when it's not. Go ahead.
Like, where is this check? You talking about the paid leave check?
Paid leave and get extra money too.
Well, they get a check for killing somebody.
Yeah. You don't know that?
No, I
Yeah.
haven't heard that.
Yep. It came out because you got a brother like General Hazayan who told that before. General Hazayan exposes all the things that he went through and seen and knows about when he used to be in a SWAT team and all that for 4 or 5 years. Go ahead.
Time check is 2:25.
All right, no sweat. Finishing. Go ahead to Zechariah 11:5. Just continue.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
And this goes down to the white man, and then it goes down to your Christians who follow underneath the white man.
Right.
All right. Your shepherds, the people that's supposed to be leading the sheep, they do not pity you at all. They don't show any compassion, any sympathy, any sorrow or any pain for what you're going through. And another scripture with that would be when it talks about they are dumb dogs.
Right.
They are dumb dogs, greedy dogs, paraphrasing, of course. And they don't care for the people. Mm-hmm. And that's why we have to let these black leaders expire. These people who have a black face or a voice out into the community, they have to be cut off. All right. And black people are starting to see it right now. People have been clowning Al Sharpton, but he still got a little love from, black people. But he needs to be cut all the way off. Right. Not just dangling and hangling, but he needs to be cut all the way off. Same thing with Jesse Jackson. Go ahead.
You could tell, it's a lot of black people and black people starting to not trust the church as much as they used to. It's a decline that you slowly seeing, and like they whole doctrine is starting to be
exactly. And you know what? The Most High exposed Joe Osteen. You see what I'm saying? But then he tried to change up and open up the church because he figured that he wasn't going to get paid for it. But even just that, people should still pay attention, whether he opened the church up or not for those that were, was it in Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, Texas. You know, when the whole flood and hurricane had happened. You see what I'm saying? People should still look at that. You know, he's not a black face, but black people love him. But, you know, he is accepted by the black, you know, community. But even him, people like him, devils like him, and Hebrews need to, you know, be cut off from the nation. You know, who we should be rooting for is commanding General Yohanna, if you ask me, because he has proven himself to do his job for his people. And there's not one time he has ever failed. You see what I'm saying? But a fake Israelite or someone who really hates brotherhood or hates, you know, the I.S.U.P.K would say that he has failed us. You see what I'm saying? He's still here, still doing his job. And all the soldiers underneath him are still doing their job to help their people. Am I lying? And these black leaders know that we are a threat to them. That we're coming to shut down all the wickedness that they have to offer. For example, at the Philando Castile protest rally that all three of us went to, right? Including Kunayala. Do y'all remember when Jesse Jackson says, "I know y'all"? Give me a second. 2 minutes? No sweat. Jesse Jackson said, "Yep." Jesse Jackson said what? He said, he said, "I know who y'all are." Remember that? You know, these Christian leaders know who we are and what we are about. You had Homeland Security run up on us. You had everybody else in their club or whatever it was run up to us because they know that when we come out, that we have a job to do, and that's to wake up our people, not keep them asleep. We're not out here to destroy. There's nobody paying us to go out there and destroy our people. We don't need money. What we need is unity amongst our people. That's what we need. And that's what we have to accomplish as a people. All right. Now, due to the time and everything like that, we got to close class a little early. Make sure you come check us out. We're about to camp in the next few hours. All right. South Minneapolis, Lake Street, the Midtown Station. All right. Right at the bus stop where the buses run at. That's where campsite is going to be at. And catch us October 14th for the big camp, Power Pack Camp, all right? With all the highest ranking captains in the Midwest or the high ranking officers in the Midwest coming out to spread a message. And that message is going to be heavy. You do not want to miss it. And the address is 508 Hennepin Avenue, downtown Minneapolis, all right? You cannot miss it. It's a big campsite. We'll be out there early for you to come check us out, all right? And we'll be down there from 12 to whenever they kick us off the street, okay? With that being said, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Al-Shai Barakathon to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Barathon by Shem Al-Shai to all my sisters, all right? Shalom. The water.